good to be back. All right, for the five of us in attendance and the hundreds watching from home, it's time. Slam Pressed Homes is proud to present Sketchlemania 44, Five Dodgy Guys. Returning to the ring tonight, weighing in at 110 pounds, Mike Uncouth Rooth.
What's up, everybody? Nice to see y'all.
All right, welcoming to the cage. Weighing in at 190 pounds, Richard Relentless Pace.
Hey, everybody. Man, I've lost weight then.
I like my scale. Coming up next, a newcomer to the show, weighing in at 175 pounds, Thomas Doomsday.
You're a little off on the weight, but I'll allow it.
A little off?
A cup of coffee. Cup of coffee in the big town.
And finally, weighing in at a hefty 550 pounds, Danny Headbanger Harrell.
That's actually pretty close on the weight.
Is it? All right. There is nowhere to run at Sketchlemania. It's time to lower the cage. Once again, we spare no expense.
Yeah, that was dramatic.
You feeling it? Are you feeling it?
I'm pumped.
All right. We have a quick word from David Howard Thornton, a.k.a. Art the Clown from Terrifier. Take it
Hey,
away.
this is David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown himself, and you're watching Sketchlemania.
All right, so we already have a few folks on here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We got Neil on. Hello, Martin. Hello. Mike, Thomas, Richard, and Danny.
What's up, Neil? How are things in Saskatoon, buddy?
B. McIntosh says, "Greetings, gentlemen. I hope everyone is doing well."
Hope you are too. Brandon has a pinup in the next issue of Dodge, and
Oh yeah, okay.
it was his birthday the other day. So shout out to Brandon for being
Shout out.
cool
Happy
dude.
birthday.
Yeah, did a really nice piece actually.
Happy 87th birthday, Brandon.
87 years young.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. Sorry, Neil says it's hot as hell.
Oh man, sure is.
Hot as hell. Crystal says, "Oh, hello. Happy Tuesday." Happy Tuesday. Happy Dodge Day.
Yeah,
This is
Dodge
Super
Day.
Dodge. So, I'm not sure if we actually landed on what the theme was. I think sort of landed on what the theme was. Burly, hairy burly men came up. But essentially,
That's right to the point.
and that's why we're all here. And essentially, it's a celebration of the Dodge Kickstarter, Dodge number 4, which is the conclusion, right, of the story.
Yeah, it's the final issue. Yep, it's been a huge journey, man. This whole project, 5 years coming to a close on this, and yeah, it's been awesome. And the Kickstarter, like we launched a Kickstarter while I was driving to Montreal, while Erica was driving me to Montreal, I should say. And yeah, it was pretty intense, man. We were basically driving behind the tornado, behind the storm system that was moving through. So it ended up being kind of a crazy ride. But by the time I got there and actually got some Wi-Fi again, I was blown away when I looked at the Kickstarter and saw what was happening. Saw the unbelievable support we'd received at that point on the first day. So it's thanks to everyone out there, and I'm slugging away on it. It's been crazy.
And folks, if you haven't gotten on the Dodge train, I highly recommend it. It's an awesome comic, and of course, Mike Rooth doing the interiors. You can't go wrong. It's a beautiful looking comic.
Thanks, man.
And hella fun.
Well, we're extra thankful this issue because we have Richard Pace did the cover for our issue 4.
Nice.
The variant, like the B cover. And it's incredible. It's we've actually had it pretty much since the end of the last Kickstarter, and we decided to save it for this one because it was just so awesome. We thought it would just be the best to use in the finale. So
yeah,
Mike has the nicest way of saying it was late.
No. No, it was too awesome.
It's all right. It's a safe space here. You can say tell us the truth. No, it's all good. That's awesome, man. Well,
yeah, super lucky.
I'm sure it looks awesome.
It was really fun to do.
Yeah.
It's up on the Kickstarter if you guys want to check it out. It's up there. It's pretty rad.
All right. Well, why don't we do a quick roundtable? See what we're drawing tonight, and then we'll have a look at the Kickstarter, see what's offered on the Kickstarter and all that good stuff.
Sure.
See where we are, see what the totals are, all that good, and hopefully we see that number jump up during the show.
Yeah, hopefully. That'd be wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, we should pin a number right now where it's at, and then update it at the end of the 2 hours.
That's true.
All right.
And if there's no change, we won't say anything at the end of 2 hours.
We will blow the trumpets of failure. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah. Exactly. Now the pressure's on. Gotta be extra entertaining. So B Macintosh says, much appreciated. 87 is treating me quite well.
Good.
Let's see here. Stephanie says, hi, everyone. What's up?
Hey.
Stephanie? Renee says, new book idea, Kickstarter visions. Meta. We'll be talking about that in a little bit.
That'll all be manga porn, won't it?
All right. So let's do a quick round table. Let's start with you, Mike. So I'm just going to go around and ask what you're sketching tonight. Keep in mind we're going to be auctioning off the pieces, hopefully starting tomorrow, depending on if we get everything done. I'll probably run it till Friday 5, and then the highest bid will win the piece. So you can let us know what exactly you want us to do with the winnings, whether we're giving it back to the artists themselves or whatever you want to do. So,
yeah.
So let me big you up here, Mike.
Sure.
There you go.
So today I'm going to be showing you guys a character that I actually got to have a hand in designing for this issue. I really do feel like I can't speak for Matt on this, but I really do feel like Matt wrote this character into the story as a gift to me because there's a lot about this character that just has a lot of appeal. I could be wrong. He may have just written it for his own selfish reasons, and that would be fine too. But I love the character because it really spoke to me, and having a chance to design it was really, really cool. I'm not going to show you what he looks like in final form, only because it's not really a spoiler, but I'd rather the spoiler be kind of at the end of the show. But the sketch that I'm doing is the character's Cernunnos. He's a character from Celtic mythology, and so he's not a character that I explicitly invented or created, but he's an adaptation of a Celtic mythological figure. He's essentially the Green Man archetype. He's the Herne the Hunter or the Horned God. These types of themes that kind of overlap, the god of hunting and fertility, animals and green things. Anyway, he's super cool. He shows up in the book and he has some lasting impact. And he's had some lasting impact on me as a character that I got to design. So there's a lot of elements of him that are pretty cool. So I'm going to do kind of like a
nice
shot of him moving through the woods, and you'll get a better look at him when he comes through. If you look up Kernonis on Wiki or whatever, look up your mythology. He's very often depicted as kind of a stag-headed god, like a man with a stag head. This character, in my interpretation of him, I see him as equal parts animal and plant, and he's just been super fun to work with. Anyway, y'all are gonna get to see what he looks like in full color, and I'm gonna find out what he looks like in full color for the first time too.
I think he wrote him for you.
We're
gonna go for
he's
that.
a pretty cool dude. Like he might have been like.
That sounds like a Mike Rooth. All right, let's move down the line here. Actually, we'll hit up Richard next. So Richard, what are you drawing tonight? And I guess where does the action money go?
I wanted to play with the lycanthrope theme, or the werebear theme.
Yep.
And shape changer. And my favorite shape changer, apologies to Mike and Matt, is the Hellboy Wolves of St. August story.
Nice.
It's such a classic. Of all the years of people commissioning me to draw Hellboy, no one's ever asked me to do like a reference to the Wolves of St. August. Huh. So my favorite bit is still the werewolf transformation, where he cuts his own face open and rips open his flesh and reveals himself as the
I love it.
Yeah, like the fruit brute.
Yeah,
from the Tarantino movies. But so I'm going to be drawing Hellboy doing one of his big flying leaps about the Whammo the werewolf.
Nice.
Awesome.
And it was a bit of a. Should I show the sketches again?
Yeah, pull them out, man.
It took a while for me to.
Can I add, if you haven't seen Richard Hellboy, you're in for a treat tonight. He's fantastic Hellboy.
I wasn't quite sure like what pose I originally wanted, so I ended up doing like all these preliminary sketches just on the pose.
Nice.
That's called doing the work, everybody.
But before I printed it in blue, I shrunk the head a bit. I made this hand a little bit smaller. I made his feet smaller, just to get those classic Hellboy proportions a little more accurate. So I did some changes even after I was reasonable, because I was running out of time today. And I did about 3 or 4 of these werewolves, but all of them were like, well, what kind of shape do I want to get a nice composition where everything's tying together here? So, so I'm going to probably have some like ivy blowing in, some brickwork, because, you have to. Maybe a beat up old crucifix sitting in the background somewhere, but it's mostly going to be Hellboy flying in to do a power bomb on a werewolf.
Nice.
With the whole wrestling thing.
That's great. That's gonna come out beautifully.
Thank you.
So do you want the I guess whoever wins to send the money directly to you, or?
Well, what I'm going to do is because bills. What I'm going to do is I am going to take it, but half of it I'm going to immediately put into the Dodge thing.
Oh,
that's awesome, man.
That's pretty brilliant, man.
50-50 split. I'm going to pay some bills and help those guys finish the book, because I'm actually going to put it in the. There's that thing where it's like bid support without buying.
Yeah.
I figure I'll see Mike at some point when they do the trade, and I'll buy the trade off him.
Oh yeah, man.
Half of whatever I get directly into that Kickstarter that way.
Oh, I appreciate it, dude. That's really kind of you. Like I that's awesome. My intentions for mine are just to donate the work, the winnings. If the winner of mine wants to just go ahead and donate the amount as even just an addition to what their pledge already is, or if they haven't pledged yet, they could make that their pledge at any level with that amount, and this will just be included for free with whatever you get on the Kickstarter. So that's my plan. But that's amazing, Richard. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome.
My pleasure, man.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's head over to the headbanger.
Sure.
I was looking for H words. I don't know.
You should have gone with danger. You should have gone with dangerous Danny Harrell. That would have.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I think I've used it already though.
Oh, true.
I try to give
Nah.
everybody a unique name, but
Could have gone with Hacksaw.
I don't have a hacksaw. All right. Well, we'll change it up. You got to come back then, Danny. All right. What do you got for us tonight? What are you drawing?
I'm working on the Lady Crazy bracelets from Dodge, one of
Nice.
Mike's creations. Yeah, I'm not great with drawing the furry characters, the werewolves and stuff. So I figured I would draw a lady.
Nice.
It's awesome, man. Lady
Very
Iron
cool.
Wrath, badass character.
Mike, tell us about that character a little bit. Like,
So
what-
Lady Iron Wrath is she is a tulpa for the witch. The witch is a character that you meet in Dodge issue 3.
Yeah.
And sort of like her muscle, her servant is Lady Iron Wrath, who's really just a super badass. Not really a Wonder Woman archetype as much as she's kind of a, I don't know. She can kind of look different ways. She first shows up in Retcon actually in Matt's first series. Dodge is essentially a prequel or a sequel, depending on how you look at it, to Retcon. And Lady Ironwrath is in that book as well. But I got to do kind of like the 90s comics version of her, like with the kind of oversized, chunky armor and ridiculous
Nice.
costume design. It's the kind of costume design that bites you in the ass when it comes time to draw the book and move the character around on the page. But in the concept sketches, she looked fantastic. It's proven to be a bit of a challenge to move her around the scenes a little bit in that armor. But yeah, Danny showed me the sketch the other day that he's working on, and that's badass. So
Needs more scales.
yeah. But you guys, while you got Danny on here, you should give Danny an opportunity, since it's his first time on the show,
Yes.
to talk about the big news in Danny's life right now. If I don't,
Please.
I'm being put on the spot like that, man.
Sure.
No, please do. I was actually chatting and just before we started a little bit.
Okay.
Go for it, Danny.
Yeah, so got a book coming out. Actually, it releases tomorrow from Keen Spot called Rebel Girls. Just a goofy, cartoony looking series with three girls from Alabama who are playing in a punk rock band, and they happen to be cursed with the ability to resurrect the dead and conjure ghosts. And
Nice.
that was put into play by the Dark Lord, who has sent a ghoul to make sure that they bring about the apocalypse. And the ghoul is in the form of a CD record executive trying to get them to sign basically away their souls to the devil. It comes out tomorrow, and the series artist, the interior artist, is Robert Ahmad. He's had a few series through Source Point and Scout. Probably the most known is the Scout series called Headless, but he's doing the pencils and inks, and then I'm coloring it. And issue 1 was lettered by Matt Kreutzer, same letterer from Dodge.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and so
There-
it's out.
there it is.
Yeah, that's Becca Kinsey's cover.
Yeah, man.
Yes, friend of the
friend
show,
of the
Becca
show.
Kinsey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
We've got covers from Francesca Fantini. Robert Ahmad did one.
Oh, wow.
I did one. And we've got Brianna June, another Canadian artist. She did a cover for us. And so we've got several things coming along with it. So the second issue will be out in October. The second issue is already finished. We're
Oh wow.
working on the pages for the third one now. So
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
It's incredible. The guy, Robert, who drew the interiors, the guy's style is just so clean and clear, and the storytelling and energy in his figures is just like, honestly, man, I'm struggling away on a couple of really tough pages of Dodge, and Danny be bouncing off like, this guy just drew these 6 pages yesterday. Like, amazing. And I'm sitting here going, God damn it, who's this guy? Who's this Robert Ahmad character? He's kicking my ass, you know? Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, his interior art is really unique, and we've done some fun stuff with it.
I might need to reach out to him for another book.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good, but the conversion to British pounds is brutal.
Oh, I see. Yes. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was joking with Mike, and so that
Sounds like
now
he's
I
worth
know-
it, though.
Yeah, now I know how Canadians feel whenever you have to pay things in USD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's ugly sometimes, man.
Sure. Absolutely. So you wrote it and did some interiors as well, or yeah?
Yeah, I'm writer and creator of the series, and
Sweet.
also the colorist. Color is what I do more of than anything else, and I started the series just as a way to have a book to basically kind of show off what I could do as a colorist, and then it just grew into something a lot more than I originally planned it to be. But I'm really happy with the way that it's turning out, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Very cool. So what inspired Rebel Girls?
Actually, a lot of the stories and jokes for the series actually come from like real life experiences of playing,
Oh, cool.
Playing in bands around the Southeast for the last 25 years. So yeah, I played bass in a couple of bands that did some touring, and we always had interesting stories and interesting interactions, and I was trying to find a way to tell some of those stories in a comic form. And what better way to tell the story of my experiences in like a rockabilly alt country type band than through three girls in a punk band. So I don't know, somehow I landed on that, and it just kind of grew from there. Actually would credit Mike with bringing me into the fold and actually getting me to try writing again. That's what I went to school for, was writing, but was just focusing on coloring. And then Mike and I just had an idea of doing a script for a character that both of us really liked, kind of a fan fiction piece, and kind of fell back in love with writing. And yeah,
Nice.
So now we're
That's
on
awesome.
to we've got 2 issues finished, and we're about halfway through issue 3. And then later this year, hopefully after she finishes the Wormhole Club tragedy, Becca and I are gonna work on a one-shot spinoff that's to tell the backstory of one of the characters from Rebel Girls. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So this is your first comic? Like first?
yes, yeah,
Oh,
the first. Yeah, the first to write. I've colored a couple, but this is my first creator-owned project.
So this is your greatest resume then, in a way, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Danny also colored a few pages of Dodge in issue 3.
Okay.
The first few pages, and he also colored the wraparound cover. This wraparound cover, he does really nice, clean flats, and I'm really picky about when I'm doing my own colors. But Danny just gave me super clean flat, so I was able to just kind of go in and do my thing. And yeah, he really puts the work in. Like some of these pages were pretty challenging. I know I want to stab myself in the brain with a Q-tip every time I go to color my own work digitally, but but Danny just killed it, man. He just did really awesome work. Really awesome work.
I'm looking at this again, and I'm like, every single panel is like a cover.
Yeah.
You put a lot into those, man. That's
Thanks,
crazy.
Yeah. Mike does all the hard work in the panels with his ink. So he already has pretty much all of your light and shadows, and everything is already done. So yeah, I really enjoy coloring Mike's inks.
Thanks, man.
Awesome. All right, so go check out Rebel Girls, and you could just buy it at all comic book stores, or where can we pick this up?
Yeah, it's available. Kingspot has a few copies on their website, but You can pick it up from really any online shop, or probably most comic shops will have it. I know that online, like My Comic Shop has it, and Midtown Comics, and Things from Another Universe, Forbidden Planet. Like most of them have it. So
Nice.
yeah, you should be able to find a copy pretty easily.
It's in the diamond previews and that, so you can grab it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. All right. So let's move on to Mr. Thomas. Here you
Hey.
go. Let's bring you up
Hi.
here. Boom. Whom I'm gonna have to like pick your brain at some point because you
Sure.
do some magic here, and
Oh man.
I want to learn how to do magic.
I will show you the ways.
I mean, I'm into the 3D printing and all that good stuff, and
Oh, yeah.
painting and things like that. But over the last couple of years, I've been following your stuff. It's been great. It's been just awesome.
Thanks, man.
So what
I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but thank you.
Oh, you do. Well, so what are you doing tonight? What
I'm making
am
a
I looking at
werewolf.
here? What is this?
This is a beast, a werewolf,
A werewolf? Yeah.
and it's actually going to be like an action figure-y type of thing to go along with the rest of them that I'm doing for Mike.
Oh,
Yeah.
For the book.
We got some.
I got a little Dodgy action going.
really?
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe. You could show the pictures. 'Cause,
Yeah, you guys should check
Yeah.
stuff out. One day I just get these messages in Facebook, and Thomas is like, "So I've been playing around with some stuff. Hope you like it." And he just sent them to me, and I was like, it took me 3 days to pick up my jaw off the floor. Just blew my mind. There's something about seeing this stuff in the physical 3D world. It's a really amazing feeling. It's a really cool thing.
What it really freaked him out is if I showed him the 8-bit video game I was going to make about Dodge. I had to put that on the back burner a little bit. I started doing some pixel art. And yeah.
Oh my God!
I know how to make stuff, Mike. Did I ever tell you that?
It seems like you do. Yeah. That's wicked, man. I'm excited. I didn't know.
Yeah, but when I saw the Dodge books and what was going on in there, I got so inspired. I just started making models like right.
Oh man.
When I get excited about something, I just started working away, and
Nice.
I have Etsy orders to fill, and I'm just putting them on the back burner because I want to make a bear.
Oh man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Showing some of the figures that I'm making.
So
I
that's
still
just
have to
cool
add
shit.
some articulation to these guys, and figure out how to get that part working. But most of the models are done.
Yeah. They're
Very
great.
cool.
Anyway.
Hold on. Let me figure out a better way to share this here, because there's multiple pictures. Just
And
let
I
me share
kind of
one at a
threw a
time.
bunch of them at you.
No, it's all right. Okay, we'll figure this out. Yeah, just bear with me. Sorry about that. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do some magic. All right. So what are you working in anyway? What is that ZBrush or?
This is ZBrush, yeah. My weapon of choice. I started with Blender, but for some reason I wasn't able to make it jive right, so I had to jump over to ZBrush. I think when I went to art school, I kind of learned on tools similar to ZBrush, so I think that's why it spoke to me a little better. But it's the funny thing is ZBrush is supposed to be really hard to learn, but I learned the hard way. So it doesn't kill me too much.
Sometimes when you're passionate about something, you learn. You just learn it.
Yeah.
I probably only use 20% of the tools in the program and do things the hard way, but if it works, it works.
I need this guy right here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So wicked.
Doesn't he look like he should just have a beer can and a shotgun in his hand?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man,
He looks ornery.
yeah. These just
All
blow
right.
my mind, man.
Oh, very cool. Look at that, eh?
Super rad. Yeah.
The character designs in that book, they just really spoke to me.
And
Oh, thanks, man.
I was happy to model for it too. Nice.
It just screams like action movie.
Yeah, well, I mean the book is very much a tribute to like Predator and Commando and all those.
Oh yeah.
That really was the feeling we were going for. We wanted kind of that non-comic feel, but like
That's cool.
definitely wanted to have that kind of original Predator vibe to it as well. So yeah,
Those are cool.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So are you gonna be selling these, or what's the plan?
Well, you know what? We got some discussions to come around that, but there's so many cool things in the works. It was one of those things like, when I showed Matt the drawings, when I showed Matt these models, like I wasn't sure what kind of response we were going to get. And he was just like, this is crazy. He's like, what are we going to do with this? This is amazing. So we're still sort of figuring that out. But, this fourth issue with Dodge, it's the last in the chapter. But down the road, we're probably going to want to do a collected edition. You know what I mean?
Yep.
See, look how awesome that is. How awesome would that be in the Sears catalog when you're a kid, right? Honestly, that's just amazing, man.
I love the scale, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to be like G.I. Joe size, like the 3 and like 7.5 or whatever?
Or whatever. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, he was like, well, let's try it. Like, go for like the 10-inch size. And I'm like, 10-inch Dodge. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of ideas. I actually,
It's not really the size of the toy as much as how you play with it.
well, that's it. The vision I had in my mind, honestly, and I'd like to get, if any of the Dodge backers or viewers or fans are watching tonight, I would love to hear from you if you'd like something like, action figures is probably too huge an undertaking for a Kickstarter to manage, but the idea that I had was a limited little 6-pack of Green Army Men, where you'd have Dodge, Swan and Arnold, and then you'd maybe have Koshai and a couple of werewolves. And, a little 6-pack of Army Man, like the kind you'd find in the dollar store with a little folded over cardboard illustration with a little display hook hole punched through it. You know what I mean? Like real simple and nice, something that could display nicely in that format, just a little bag of Army Men, basically.
Right.
And that's the idea that's been burned in my brain for like months and months. And then seeing Thomas put these things together and all of a sudden it's like, this is a thing that could happen. Like this is a thing that could actually happen. So I get excited.
So where can I buy this right now?
Yeah. Well, it's a discussion probably for a little bit later on. But I mean, if the response was strong enough, I'd love to have it some kind of an add-on or something like that on the Kickstarter. We still got more than half the campaign to go. So it's not impossible, but I want to see what kind of a response we can get, maybe, and see, because I know I personally want a set, even if it's the only one that's made, for my own studio here. But
if anybody's interested in that, let us know in the comments. I definitely am, and I don't know if I represent the masses, but I would love a couple of like just straight up unpainted size ones so that I could sort of paint them up myself at some point.
Oh yeah, some blanks that you could paint.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I know the guy that made them, so we could probably
we could chat.
Yeah.
Your paint work, Martin. No, I'd like to see that myself.
Yeah, man. The guy's paint's wicked.
I'd love to do that. Yeah. All right. We'll collab. All right, so we got a few folks. All right. Loving the design, Mike.
Cheers, man.
Mr. Noir. Check out Maximum Noir Art and Handmade Collectibles. He was on our Jordan Noir. He was on our show a little while back. He's a really great artist. He does really cool things on those pop figures.
Oh yeah.
Little,
nice.
Sort of remarks, but they're almost half the figure on the side.
Yeah.
and they're beautiful. So go check his stuff out. Stefan Nilsson says neat.
Even when you Steven is not the host, you still call him Steven.
I know.
Poor Stefan. Poor Stefan.
You're trying to piss him off?
I actually tried to correct myself, but it was too late.
Martin, it's hot enough. We don't need the heat of Florida sent at us on the
It's
fury.
all right.
You know?
It's all right. It's all right. Well, here we go. Those figures are badass, man. Holy shit. There you go.
Thanks, man.
There we go.
There's some feedback.
All right.
Wednesday night reviews is tuning in. What's up, folks? How we doing?
What's up, man?
We are drawing a lot of werebeasts. We're creating statues. We're doing all sorts of stuff. Hellboy's in the house. Yeah, man. This is the place to be on a Tuesday night. Oh, here's an idea right here. How about a Dodge chess set?
See?
Wow.
See what I'm talking about?
That's a great idea.
Juices are flowing.
You know, we got to get a show with Matt Nixon on here too, because Matt is this is his baby as much as it's mine, and it would be awesome to have him on. And so many things we could do. You know, we've always been kind of talking about, like, I don't know. You know, there's been good times and bad times and tough times especially during the pandemic, during this whole project. But every so often we just get inspired. But, you know, wouldn't it be wicked to have action figures? You know, wouldn't it be wicked to see where this might be able to go? You know, or what the next version of this is gonna end up being. And it's exciting, man. It's just when you see it unfolding in front of you, sometimes you're not even aware what you're seeing. You know, it's pretty cool. And then you get like amazing creators, you know, coming in from left and right to, you know, to offer their work or to, you know, become a part of something like this. It's just a beautiful thing.
It really is when the community gets together. Like I've got a taste of it now, and I've been blown away.
Yeah.
Like, for some of the projects that I've been working on too.
Oh, for sure, dude.
But it's been great.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Becca reached out to me the other day. He's like, "Hey, you want me to put in a in her latest book? She wants to put in a little thing about Dracula visions." And
oh, that's cool.
Super cool. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. You know?
Yeah. Well, you got a good response in Montreal, right? You guys. Probably...
Dude, I sold a lot of books.
That's good, dude. That's what it's all about.
And they were super excited about Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So that makes me excited. And a part of it is, you know, I know like there's a lot of names on that book, and I want to make sure that I do right by them. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know. So I also want to make sure that I do my part to promote and make the book the best we can.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so Wednesday night reviews. I love that book, and the Coming Frankenstein book sounds amazing. Thank you. Wait do you see? I've only seen glimpses of the artwork, Conrad, and I'm telling you, some of the stuff I've seen just rips my brain apart. Like I'm actually, like Polamenko's piece actually scared the crap out of me. Like I actually scared a lot of people. I actually felt my skin separate from its fascia and slide off my bones. And I just stood there like a flailing, spewing corpse, just wailing, not knowing what to do with my future. Like it was, the guy ripped my head apart with that piece, man. Really something else. Really something else. Yeah, it's I was pretty blown away by that. That, you know, talk about inspiration. You know, like when that came through, I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Like, yeah. He's been working in this new, like, more kind of realistic style with the things he's been doing, and he's just doing it really well. It's, it's incredible, man. Awesome. You know what? Why don't we have a quick look? All right. Why don't we have a quick look at the Kickstarter? Sure. Over here. You can sort of take me through it. Yeah. And just give me 1 sec. I'll get that queued up here. Oh, and if anybody cares, I'm also drawing. Paul's the only one who ever asks if I'm drawing. So I'm drawing Dodge, driving a Dodge Caravan, leaving Dodge City.
There you go.
Wearing an LA Dodgers hat.
And is he dodging
He's
arrows
dodging
or-
traffic. Yeah. he's
Dodging traffic. Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
Yeah. There you go.
Very meta.
All right. All right. Present.
Oh, I see teeth going on a werewolf.
And here we go.
Oh yeah.
Here it is. All right. So we are currently at $11,000. Well done. At a goal of just shy of $4,000. So you are killing it. Let's move down. All right. So this is gonna be 40 pages.
Yeah, you know what? And that was a surprise to me. Not that I was suddenly like, what? I have to draw how many more pages? No. I drew. So the script was 25 pages, and there was 3 pages in there that Matt gave me to just do whatever I wanted, because we had 3 backers on the last Dodge Kickstarter who all pledged to be in Dodge, to have a role drawn into Dodge, and it was so we had this little scenario where there's these special Soviet werewolf soldiers, which was going to be the reveal. So each backer was going to essentially get their own page, because part of what they were bidding on and what they're pledging for not only is to appear in the book, but to also own the page that they appear on. So I got to write these 3 pages of choreograph and just a cool fight scene. But then I asked if I could have an extra page to make it cooler, and then I asked for another extra page. So the book ended up becoming, for my part, 27 pages.
A monster.
And then we were getting it kind of ready to go, and then all of a sudden we found out that we've had this team working on a 10-page Dodge story. So it's Kevin and Bob, and Kelly Williams is actually drawing the book for it.
Oh, nice.
It's a 10-page kind of one-shot story. I don't want to spoil it because it's going to be too awesome. I've read the script; it's brilliant, and it's so cool. It's it's outside of it's in the retcon Dodge universe, but it's using a lot of those characters. But it's a new creative team working with them instead. So it's really fresh and cool and exciting. And I didn't know that we were going to be adding it to the end of this book, but apparently that's what we're doing. So it's going to look pretty rad. It's going to be a big, chunky book for sure. So excited about that.
Is that Baba Yaga's dancing hut in the corner there?
That is Baba Yaga's hut. That is actually I was trying to come up with a cool corner box idea. I had a couple of I wanted to do another Avengers style take with all the heads of the new characters that show up in the series. And I started working on that, and then I stumbled across that old original concept sketch I did of Baba Yaga's hut for this book, and it's the one that we went with. And I decided that even in its rough sketch form, it kind of worked in that role as a corner box.
Oh, it's cool.
So that's the new corner box, and that's actually going to be the sticker that everyone gets too.
Oh,
one of the stickers that everyone gets, because we've done a corner box sticker with every issue so far. But that's Richard's Wicked cover on the.
I could tell right away. I know his style.
It's such a sophisticated and unbelievably beautiful piece. We just Matt and I were speechless when we got it. And
can I just say the coloring and lighting effect here is amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Richard, you've done this before, haven't you?
Once or twice.
Yeah. It's fantastic, man. Wow. Okay. All right. So how many covers in total then? What are we?
So there might be a third cover. I did a cover. I had a plan for a big wraparound cover, which I still intend to do, but I may have to reveal that kind of more towards the end and make it an add-on. It's only because of a timing thing. We ran out of time kind of before we launched for me to do it. And so I went with the other cover instead, which is my homage to Wolverine #3.
I love that cover.
With the Frank Miller, cover from the 80s, which is one of Matt's favorite covers, and everyone loved that 4-issue Wolverine miniseries. And I just always loved that cover. And then when he bounced the concept of with the Dodge floating in a snow globe, it just fit. Everything about it just made sense. So that was a fun one. We went with that one because I was actually able to manage that and get it done before we launched. But I still intend to do a big multi-panel wraparound cover like I did for issue 3 and issue 2.
That was a killer. Yeah, I remember that one. That was a killer
But
one.
there's so much fun stuff to work with in this issue that I'm not really sure what to do yet. But yeah, man, it's exciting. And I got really clever. I decided to tear the T-shirt off of Dodge in this 4th issue. It would have been more clever if I had done that in issue 1. It would have saved me having to hand draw that Black Sabbath logo in every frame.
All right. Yeah.
Thousands of times. But yeah, you know what? You live and you learn, right? So yeah. That's a little piece of swag. That's retcon number 1 there.
Oh,
that
sorry.
that postcard photo. That's a little bit of swag that everyone will be getting too. A little,
cool.
A little mini print of the boys of Saigon before their mission, and it's a little. It features prominently in one scene in the story, so it's kind of a little prop that we get to have that's part of the story as well, which is kind of just a fun little thing that we're going to do. Yeah, we keep things pretty simple, and there's some of Kelly's designs for the witch, who is the one that Lady Ironwrath serves, and she's a super important character that is able to traverse these different planes of reality, these different retcons, different universes. And the mission is always the same. The outcome is typically the same, but they're always trying to defeat this great ancient adversary. And what's wonderful about the retcon stories is you tell that story over and over again in different ways. Similar lineup of characters, so we can set them in different times, set them in different places. And I think Matt's really building something special. The idea is that we're going to have other creators, maybe lesser known creators, people just coming up, will have a chance to work with these licensed characters and actually create something amazing and get some publication history and credits, creating something in an existing universe, and that's kind of the lofty dream, but I think it's something that would be fun. And there's so much brilliant talent out there, so many amazing people that we know that would love to be a part of this, and I don't know, I think it's gonna be cool. We're gonna have some cool stuff done.
This is an instant buy for me right here. I gotta get this.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm a big Wolverine fan, and that was a seminal series for me.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of entrails in this issue of Dodge. There's a lot of entrails being torn out of people and stuff. It's a very horror centric issue.
Do you like fur? Do you like entrails?
Yeah. And we are going to have our black and white edition, of course, the black and white blank cover edition. So
I actually usually get the blank because I want someone to do some art on that. So I'll probably figure out how to pick up both of those. Well, actually,
we'll figure it out.
They're all awesome, actually. I love them all. All right. So you are going to make more money during the show because I'm going to be getting them.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
All right.
We're at like 281% or something like that. So, I mean, I'd love to crack the 300% mark like we did with the last book. And I think that'd be awesome. We've got a really interesting pledge there. It's something really special that no one's bid on yet. And and I don't expect them to really because it's a pretty pricey item. But I'm offering one fully painted commission on one of my Lobo blanks. Which are super rare. They're really expensive, just blank. They're just like absurdly expensive, just with nothing on them. And it's an official DC Comics re-release of Lobo the Last Czarian issue 1. And it's that Disney classic, the one that kind of set the Lobo fires burning in the 90s. And anyway, it's a super special book. I've only got a few of them. I'm coveting them, and there's one being made available during this pledge for Kickstarter for a lot of money. So if you want it, it will be.
Oh, that's the main bear. Is that
the main bear? Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Oh man, I love Lobo too.
I know. Yeah, it was a super awesome book.
Oh, you did an art special too.
I did a bunch of art specials, man. Yeah, they all got. God. Yeah, they sold out.
I was sleeping, man. I got to get on these earlier. Well, here I am now.
There you go.
Yeah, so it looks like killer. So check it out on Kickstarter, Dodge. You have, let's see. You have 17 days left.
Yeah.
But jump on it sooner. The sooner you jump on it, the more things we could, the team could open up. So
Yeah, and it's
it does help out. I know a lot of people like to wait till like right at the end, but it does help out.
big time. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
No, I appreciate it. And this piece that I'm drawing here, actually, for tonight, when it's finished, it'll be in full color in one way or the other. Either I'll color it digitally or I'll color it by hand. But the piece is actually going to serve as a mini print in the Dodge book. So it's going to be included with every physical order as a gift. My gift to everyone who's watching tonight and everyone who pledges at the physical level for Dodge #4, they will get a print of this Chernobyl piece when it's finished.
Very cool. I'm just gonna jump over. So Jay Crawford says, "Sweet."
Hey, Jay.
Macintosh, I can't wait to meet you at Fan Expo in August. Martin, congrats on landing a spot. Oh, thank you. I got my first pro spot at Fan Expo this August, so super excited.
Oh, really? Dude,
yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah. So I got my first pro spot. So I will make the most of that for sure. I will also be doing a couple of shows. I'm going to be doing a Sketchlemania during Fan Expo, so look out for that. And we're also going to be doing a little bit of a spotlight on the upcoming Frankenstein book that's going to be launching on Kickstarter this October.
Awesome.
Monday Night Reviews. We got the Double Hands. Darren, hey, what's up, Darren? I got to see Darren in Montreal. Darren's been busy working on and drawing and improving his craft. Been seeing a few things from him, so awesome stuff, man. Here we go. Wednesday Night Reviews. I'll be sure to drop by. I appreciate that. That's awesome. All right, can we talk about something else for a second?
Yeah, man.
Something I didn't know. Well, two awesome things. One, they're bringing back the Savage Sword of Conan.
Uh-huh.
And two, Richard Pace.
They are.
Richard Pace is on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
It's the coolest shit ever, man.
God damn, man. So is that,
Definitely a bucket list thing, man.
I know you did a piece in the Robert E. Howard books, but this would be your first official Conan. Is that correct?
Yep. I've done Bran McMorn.
Bran McMorn, right? Yes.
At one point, I was trying to convince Dark Horse to let me do Red Nails and a 6-issue prequel. The way Dark Horse was doing like 6-issue pastiche and then an adaptation. I wanted to do a full year where I do a Valyria and Conan meeting, and then Red Nails right after. And I got the feeling that no one at Dark Horse wanted anyone to touch Red Nails. They were honestly, I guess, too afraid of offending Barry Windsor Smith. So.
Wow.
That makes sense, I guess, in a way.
I mean, yeah, he did a pretty great Red Nails. I'm not gonna lie, but I'd love to see yours, Richard. Man, that'd be great. So are you doing interiors, or what are you doing for?
Yeah, Jim Zub wrote a cool little. Well, it's Conan, so it's borderline horror story.
Sure.
And wonderful thing, because we're both local to each other. After he wrote out his plot, we sat together and we broke it down into pages, which is such a wonderful experience to actually literally be hands-on there with the writer saying, well, what about this? Or what about this?
Especially Zub, who's like this amazing, brilliant creative who also teaches animation and everything too. Like the guy's just got like all the skills, amazing.
How much did he bloom like in the last 10 years? It's incredible. Like, I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's bloom as much as all his hard work just
recognition.
It landed, man. It just landed.
Recognition. I mean, I've always been a fan, right? Like, his independent stuff. I have it on hardcover.
Oh, Skull Kickers, man, that was good shit.
I love Skull Kickers.
That was good shit. Yeah.
And I'm just so happy that he got that recognition. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
And the new Conan people are so good.
It's good to hear.
Have you seen Robert De La Torre's work on that?
Oh my God. The second coming of Big John B.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that. You
Yeah.
know, I had to bring it up, right? It's like,
Yeah, it's the greatest, man. That's like the dream gig of dream gigs.
And Conan the Barbarian, I think, comes out next week, right? Number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be out last week, but I think there was like a shipping delay.
Yeah.
And some of the covers for that are freaking awesome, like just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm doing a cover for it, not for that issue, but for a later issue. They're apparently going to really heavily commit to multi covers.
Lucky you. That's going to be awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I want to see a Mike Rooth cover for it.
Yeah.
I want to see one too. Thanks, Danny.
Get that to happen. How do we?
I love everything Titan's doing. I just wish they'd answer my emails, but that's okay. That's the nature of the beast. Sometimes.
All right, everybody, email Titan.
That's not right.
We need a.
No, you know what, man? I'm sure.
Not Titan's call, by the way, guys.
I'm sure with with this new announcement. I mean, Conan the Barbarian has shattered every previous sales record ever with this new release, and
80K or something.
Something insane like that. Yeah, and
100K.
Yeah, it's mental, and
right.
There's never been more heat. There's never been more heat for Conan, than I can remember, and I know that like my tiny request to have a tiny little piece in this new venture with Conan will probably be met like a mosquito bite and a barrage of arrows because everyone's going to want a piece of this thing. I don't know what they're doing for retailer minimum, like retailer variants. I haven't heard anything about that. If they are, I'm sure it's going to be pretty slim pickings. But to get actual work that company, man, it looks like they just picked the best of the best. And you got like guys like Richard Pace and Kerry Nord and Dan Panosian and all these dudes who are just monster Conan guys.
Awesome talent.
It's just bananas. It's just bananas right now. So it's a good time to be a Conan fan.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And I also heard they're coming out with a Fire and Ice comic too. So.
Oh my God,
it's already out. Yeah.
Is it out already?
Yeah. Well, it's already. I mean, I've already seen covers like Chris.
Yeah.
Chris Campana's doing his own cover for it and stuff, and it's.
Yep. Chris Campana's doing one essentially on his own. Like
he is. Yeah.
Companions. He calls his fans, but which is awesome.
If I had the cash, man, I would do one myself.
Fire and Ice. Wow.
That's a blast.
It's going to be a good year in comics coming up.
Well, if you're into fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, which I am. It's right up my alley. All right. Jay has a question for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, with Dodge 4 being the final, you starting any other projects?
Maybe. I need to make some money, and I need to make some money quickly. And so I'm going to have to probably do a lot of auctions as soon as I finish this project because I haven't actually, it's just been kind of a tight few months while I've been focused on this job. So I'm hoping to work on some really cool stuff in the future. I have some other creators I'd love to collaborate with and some projects that are kind of half on the table. But I also have a comic my wife and I started years ago that we may revisit when I have the freedom. And that'll be Widow's Wake. Yeah.
W? Yes.
Yeah, okay. Widow's Wake might come back. We have we spent a big chunk of yesterday jamming out ideas for it and stuff. And but yeah, I don't know. It's going to be weird. I've been on this project for 5 years, and it's going to be a very weird thing to. So much has changed in those 5 years since the beginning of this project. I'm not the same person I was, and I don't know who I'm going to be when it's over. And I'm interested to find out though. So, yeah, man.
Well, I'm sure a lot of things will open up for you, man.
I hope so, man. Yeah, it's been
a world of talent there.
The universe has kept me entertained with lots of unexpected shitty curveballs, and the blessing in all of that, not being hired and not really having a ton of work in the industry. The blessing in that is I've been able to focus on my book and focus on Dodge, and it's been difficult, but I think the payoff will be big. To have a product like to be able to have something going forward that is mine and something that I can, just always have on my table as an evergreen thing. It's just kind of a cool feeling. So, but yeah, I'm very nearly there, and it's going to be interesting new horizons afterwards.
Horizons, for sure. So I'm going to do a little bit of a cheap pop here for the upcoming Kickstarter in October.
Yeah.
Do I have it here? Yes, here we go. So I'm going to quickly show the Frankenstein Visions trailer, updated trailer, and you can see the sort of breadth of talent that we have for this coming book. Talk a little bit about some of the promotions I'm going to be doing at some of the shows coming up, because we got some cool things, and then we'll do like a quick round table to see where we are with all the sketches.
Sweet.
All right, so here it is, folks. Frankenstein Visions.
It's alive!
Good stuff.
God damn, if that doesn't get you pumped.
Let's
Yeah,
do
good
this.
stuff, dude.
Let's do this.
Good stuff.
I am so excited. I gotta tell you, like a show like Montreal really got me pumped up again when I saw so many happy people like with Dracula and their excitement. I had a little print of Paul's piece that I was sort of giving out as a promotion during
Love
that
it.
show, and people were going crazy for it. So
No doubt.
yes.
Just a little thing. Look into public domain music or copyright free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that was a little too quiet. I looked up and it was like, oh, it's already started.
Oh really? Was it quiet?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, really? I heard it.
I heard
That's
it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm listening through my laptop and the sound is already pretty quiet. So
Ah,
that could be.
Yeah, there was some
Oh.
bass picking on that.
Yeah, well, you know what? Behind the curtain, I just basically use an app to put it all together, and it's got public domain music in there and everything. So,
Okay.
although the Frankenstein piece might not be public domain, we're gonna keep that quiet. Yeah, but the rest is. There we go. So, I don't think Universal's gonna come after me. Now that I said it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who owns Universal now?
That's true. Darren says looks cool, man. Thank you very much. So a couple of promotions that I'm going to be doing. I'll be talking about it as we get closer to the time. But when I go to the Freddy Beach Fest in Fredericton, I'm gonna have I guess 15 copies. I've only got 20 copies left. We have some signed editions of the hardcover. I have I think 19 left actually, and I'm gonna be bringing 15 of them to Freddy Beach to sell there. And they're signed by Eisner Award-winning Ramon Perez. For the Toronto show, we have a super cool promotion. It actually lands on the birthday of Mary Shelley on August 30th. So I'm going to do a special print for that show, which will be free of charge. The only thing we're going to ask is if you just sign up for the pre-launch page. Again, you don't have to order the book or anything, but we're just asking you to sign up for the pre-launch page, and you'll get one of these prints that we're going to be doing especially for that show.
cool, man.
Awesome.
And that's the only place we're going to have those prints. So there you go.
All right.
And then we're gonna come up with something for. I'm also gonna be doing Frightmare in the Falls, which is the last weekend of October, Halloween weekend. I don't know what the promotion will be for that, but I'm sure we'll come up with something special because that will also be at the end of the Kickstarter event. So we'll do something special for that too.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so that's
Good
that.
stuff. Good stuff, man.
All right, why don't we do a quick round table? You know what, Danny, I have you here. Why don't we big yours up and we could have a quick look? Oh, beautiful, man.
Yeah,
Dang,
killing it.
that's super cool.
I think I
So
might have-
are scales really difficult? Like, are they?
It's a rhythm thing, kind of, with
It's a rhythm
scales.
thing. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would try to approach them as geometry.
Super cool. I love it. So will it end up being sort of like a black and white piece, or thinking about any
Yeah.
color?
Yeah, I
Black
don't
and
think
white
I'm gonna put any. I don't think I'm gonna put any color. I think it's just gonna all be ink wash, and I don't know.
Nice.
That's what you would expect from a colorist.
Awesome. That looks great, man.
Thanks.
All right, so let's move over. Actually, Thomas, I'm gonna visit you next. Let's see what
Yes,
you got. I see a yellow eye happening here. What's going on here?
It's getting
Yo!
ferocious.
Oh yeah,
He's
crazy.
getting angry.
Look at those. Look at them teeth. Dang.
Man, I feel like I would go crazy if I knew how to use ZBrush.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
It's so cool, man.
It's almost like working with clay in a way, right? Like you're just
Well,
chipping
that's how
away.
I started. So it wasn't that hard of a move because you're basically doing the same thing, only not directly touching with your hands, but using a pen.
Yeah.
But you have different brushes that you can choose from that add material and take it away, and then
Right.
you have other tools you can carve into the surface with. So yeah, it's not that different than sculpting.
Huh. It's kind of. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like Photoshop in a way because they have all these different things, but on a 3D plane. That's so cool. So is this a bust you're working on, or is this a full size piece?
It's
okay.
He's gonna have a full body, but I just kind of blocked him out earlier, so he doesn't really have a lot of definition to him yet. I do want to add articulation at some point. Do something
cool,
really, really crazy.
Look at that mitt. I love it.
Yeah.
Super
It'd be
cool.
awesome if we, if the Kickstarter went crazy and we could go into mass production of Dodge action figures. It would be like.
I'm telling you, as soon as I get the money to get one of those machines that injects plastic, a plastic injection molding machine, I'm gonna go bananas. There'll be
Oh yeah.
flying out of this place like you wouldn't believe.
Oh man, that'd be crazy.
Oh yeah. You can pump those out for sure. Are you just sort of like 3D printing them right now with resin, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a
that's not
timely
ideal.
process.
Yeah.
It's a messy
That's-
and frustrating process.
And stinky.
And stinky process. Yeah. Poisonous process. Yeah.
My
But-
FBM printer decided to blow up last week, so that's dead. So I can't really do any FDM printing right now.
Wow. Actually, mine too. I just got the parts in. I gotta fix it because I got a couple commissions coming up. But,
You do some crazy stuff.
yeah.
Those big masks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That
I've been
must
getting
take
into like
forever.
the cosplay scene, doing like helmets and things like that. Also digging that. All right, let's move over to you know what? Let's go to Mr. Rooth.
Hey,
Go. Oh, there we go.
coming together. Yeah, he's kind of a forest spirit type dude, and gonna have him in the wintertime. And I'm gonna probably go in with ink washes once I get this guy laid down. I'll go in with ink wash, and then I'm actually wondering about coloring this one digitally. So maybe Danny will have something in his inbox. I don't know. I want to make a mini print out of this, and I think it would be fun one to color. But I might just go ahead and do it by hand. I'm not really sure. We'll see how the evening goes.
All right.
I apologize for all the motorcycles and stuff going by, man. It's just,
Oh, is that you? Oh
there's
my
two
God.
there's 2 seasons in my town on Lakeshore Road here. There's Harley season and there's winter. And that's it. So
Oh man, this is gonna be a beautiful piece too. Look at that.
oh, thanks, man.
I'm jealous
Yeah,
of his
that's
chin hair.
insane.
It's like cables or something. I don't know what it is. Something.
So cool. All right, and let's move over to the relentless one, Mr. Pace. Move it over. Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that.
Bananas.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Bananas.
Come on, look at that fur.
I love that dropped out faraway arm. That's just
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
that's beautiful.
Damn.
Thanks, guys.
So can we bid on this stuff?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, there's no weird rules like that.
Oh, listen. I've won a few.
Yeah. Martin's won a few pieces actually.
Funny,
Yeah.
I usually get to choose the theme, and no.
No,
But
fool.
yeah, I've won a few, legitimately. But absolutely, and if anybody's looking to start bidding now to encourage some of our artists here, by all means, just drop your bid in the comments. Let's just start them at least at I don't know. Let's start them at $40, and we'll do increments of 5. And yeah, anything that the final bid for tonight that's the highest, I'll just carry it over to the official auction tomorrow.
With regards to Thomas's stuff, I guess if you guys like what he sculpts and you want one, you could always talk to him about working it out to print that out for you or something like that.
Yeah, shoot me a message.
Yeah, I don't think we normally auction your pieces, because you're kind of doing like a live sculpt on the spot. But like, yeah, it's if you want that werewolf, I'm sure he can work that out for you.
Yeah. Oh look, there's $40 on Richards already. I put it up.
Hot damn.
Damn. Let's go.
Oh, that's not good for iPads. Oh, that's not a good thing.
Right on. All right, so let's do this.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll stay at 40 very long, but hey, we'll kick it off. We'll play the
Mike,
game.
it looks like you're getting at least $20.
That's right. Oh wait, someone else put. Oh wait, okay. Kachuba said 40 for Rooth. There you go.
Oh, cheers, man.
There you go. All right, so it has begun. And Jonathan, welcome to the stream. Jonathan is one of our artists.
Jonathan did a killer Dodge pinup too for issue 2.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Look at that, man.
Jonathan's a machine, man.
He is.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if I have it here. I don't have a copy of issue 1 handy. I might have one. Yeah.
You know what? I should have grabbed mine. I didn't think of it. Oh well.
Jonathan also did this little inset illustration.
Hold on.
Issue 1.
Let me bring it up here. 1 second.
Yeah, man. A little frontispiece on issue 1. You killed it. Love that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I love that picture.
Oh, that's what you wanted. You used my little.
Yeah, and we used Richards here in issue 3. We used a little Dodge.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Beauty.
Oh,
All of them have had a little frontispiece illustration. So
I love those little Easter eggs. Those are cool.
yeah.
Right on. I should piss them off and put 45 right now. All right, let me bring this back to regular here. Boom. All right. Favorite werewolf movie?
Ooh.
Do you guys have a favorite werewolf movie?
Man, I love the Howling all the time. I mean, probably American Werewolf in London, only because it was so like the first like werewolf thing I saw. You know, that wasn't the hilarious House of Frightenstein. You know, like that. It was a, you know what I mean? Like it was a a good serious werewolf movie, and it really did set the bar pretty high. Other than that, though, I love Dog Soldiers from 2012.
That was what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay, all right.
Sorry, I shouldn't have. I stole two. I only recently the reason I said that one is because I only recently saw it for the first time. I missed that one entirely when it came out, and it is really fun, man. I love that movie.
Same director as The Descent, right? I believe. I think it's.
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe.
Same guy that did The Descent. Yeah. Sorry, we have a few here. Before we steal other people's thunder, Jay Crawford says Silver Bullet. Nice.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Silver
With
Bullet's
Gary
good.
Busey.
Gary Busey. But the comic book.
Cycle of the Werewolf. Yeah.
Cycle of the Werewolf is gorgeous.
Bernie Wrightson drawings, man. Mental. Absolutely mental.
He had while he was around, he did a Kickstarter for his prints from that book, and I ended up getting it.
Amazing.
Unfortunately, he passed just shortly after that, but I have these beautiful prints from that book.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll move on. Richard, what about you? Are you going to say Dog Soldiers?
I was going to, but still would beat me to it. I think my favorite recent horror werewolf movie isn't really a werewolf movie, but it comes across with the lore. It's called Cursed, or 9 for Silver, I believe is the alternate title. It's on Prime now if you want to watch it. It is brilliant. And I mean, there is indeed shape changing.
Yeah.
It's playing with werewolf and Romani mythology, which is the typical go-to for lycanthropes. And he's primarily playing a villain. You remember the villain from Logan?
Yes.
Okay. He's the heroic lead in this, and he's so damn good. And it's just if you get up, I don't want to spoil it, but believe it or not, it starts with kids killing kids. And,
sorry, is it on Prime? Did you say, or what's it on?
It's on Prime right now. At least it was last time I watched. I've watched it now 3 times.
Wow,
it's that good. It's smart. It's subtle. It's very much a horror film. Whereas a lot of movies are more thrillers these days. And it doesn't do explicit werewolves, but you're going to be thinking werewolf through the whole thing.
Nice. Damn it, Danny. 75 for Richard. Jonathan actually says The Howling and Dog Soldiers. Yeah.
Howling's great.
Mr. McIntosh says Cursed with Christina Ricci.
So,
is that the same one?
No,
I think it's different.
It's a different one. Okay.
It's a different one. I'm going to look it up so I can actually throw a picture of it up in front of you.
Any fans of Ginger Snaps?
I never saw that.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
No? It's a Canadian film. Very interesting. Yeah. Very cool one. What was the fairy tale one?
Wolf. Company of Wolves.
Company of Wolves. I always loved that. I always loved the transformation scene in that.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. So Danny, who do you have? What's your favorite werewolf movie?
Werewolf Bitches from Outer Space.
Is it Twilight? Is it Twilight? You could say it. It's all right.
Yeah, it's a trauma movie called Werewolf Bitches from
Are you
Outer
serious?
Space.
That's actually a movie?
That's the
Werewolf
name of it. Yeah.
Bitches from Outer Space?
Yeah. Yeah, it's up there
That's
with
trumping American Werewolf in London? Yeah.
Yeah, I like American Werewolf in London, but that one's already been said. And,
Fair enough.
Yeah. Now, I would rank,
Tom's gonna have slim pickings by the time we get to him.
yeah, I would rank Werewolf Bitches from Outer Space up there with the likes of Rockabilly Vampire and stuff like that. But it's definitely a fun watch.
Very cool. And it's a trauma film, eh?
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm trying to remember. I saw one recently. It's like I can't remember what it was
There's
called.
one that I heard that was really good. The thing that grabbed me about it the most was the poster for the movie, and it was really subtle, and it was just like, I want to say it was something like Blood in the Snow or something like that.
Okay.
And it's from a couple of years ago. I've been waiting for it to come on one of the streaming services that I have, but can't remember what it's called now. Shit. Anyway, it was kind of like more of a whodunit style murder, apparently, but with a werewolf. So,
Is that the one with the black sheriff who moves into town?
no, I know which one you're talking about. That's
There's werewolves everywhere. Or something.
Wolves Among Us or something like that. Or that was pretty good too. I enjoyed that actually.
Yeah, wasn't great. I have the trailer for The Cursed or 8 for Silver. I'm tempted to put it in front of my camera and play it for you guys.
Do it. Do it. Here, hold on. I'll make it big. There you go.
Nice.
Judas asked, "What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you? Pay for the sins made by our elders."
Manor House. They've sent for me regarding their son who's gone missing. It may be connected to what you've been looking for.
Nice.
Did the girl see what attacked them? What's happening here?
I love me a good werewolf hunt.
Oh yeah. That looks cool, man.
The land's been cursed.
Nice. All right, I'm in.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Good.
I'm in.
Yeah, that looks all right.
Have you guys seen? I think it's Werewolves Within. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but it has one of the greatest transformation scenes because it starts at the groin. And moves its way out.
That is
Anyway,
my kind of movie.
yeah, you might be feeling that one. Thomas, what do you got? What do you got for favorite werewolf movie?
I was gonna say Silver Bullet, just because
All right.
Lucy's in it, but
Yeah.
American Werewolf in London really did it for me when I was a kid. That I wanted to make special effects for movies after I saw that.
Oh yeah.
The special effects alone blew me away. And that
I loved it.
It's amazing.
I love the music. I love the tone. It was, it was comedy, but not comedy. It was
And Jack the Meatloaf.
Jack the
Oh,
Meatloaf.
God, it moves so fast.
That whole thing, it was just
Uh,
crazy.
the nightmare scene really made me jump.
Yeah, with the Nazi demons.
Yeah. The nightmare scene was just, or the dream within a dream sequence. Yeah.
Right. It's a piece of
Spoiler.
art.
There was a controversy at the time because American Werewolf and The Howling were in pre-production at the same time. The special effects, I want to say the special effects for American Werewolf in London were cutting edge, never been done before, and because it looked like at one point it wasn't going to happen, the guy showed the work, or one of the assistants showed the work, like the transformation sequence, to guys who were working on The Howling,
Oh wow,
and they stole it.
Oh, really?
that's crazy.
Yeah, I want to stick with that because The American Werewolf, I think, is the better film, but it might be the other way around. It might be the other way around.
Yeah, I don't know, because it is a little different, right? Like the scene, but yeah, they use the same like little injectors in the face to make it pump out and stuff like that. So yeah,
So great.
Yeah. Now I'm going to look that up.
Wasn't it Rob Bottin?
It was Dick Smith was on one film and Rob Bottin was on the other one.
Yeah, Rob Bottin did it, right? Yeah, I mean Rob Bottin's pretty good, so I don't know, like he's
How can you not want to watch a movie that includes the name Dick Smith?
I think American Werewolf in London was the first werewolf movie I remember seeing. The transformation looked really painful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you for sure.
And the lead up was great too, because you know it's coming. The character isn't sure if it's coming, and then bang. Yeah.
And then you get Creedence Clearwater in the background.
Oh, the music's great. The music's great in that film.
Have you guys watched the new season of Black Mirror?
Not yet. I'm actually behind a couple seasons. I have to take that show. That show gets to me. I got to take it in little doses. Or it just depresses me, man. I don't know. But
yeah, it's weird to see stuff that was in like the first 2 seasons and how it's like already happened. Like it's like real now, like with technology. Yeah. There's a pretty brutal looking, I wouldn't say werewolf transformation, but there's a transformation that's worth watching in one of the episodes.
Yeah, you mentioned that before. I got to check that out. I haven't seen any of the Black Mirror stuff, but I.
Oh, it's great.
I heard it's good, really good. Yeah,
it's like the best Twilight Zone that you're gonna get. Like it's, and the Twilight Zone that Jordan Peele made was good. Like they were enjoyable episodes, but Black Mirror, like there's no way that you can top how well it does the Twilight Zone.
It's very technology based too. The technology gone wrong, essentially.
Yeah.
A lot of cases.
I looked it up. It was Rick Baker.
Yep.
Who was originally supposed to do The Howling. He committed to do a film with John Landis. So when American Werewolf in London was greenlit, Baker left, leaving his assistant and guy who worked on him with all this stuff in charge of The Howling.
Wow.
So that's how The Howling had a lot of the same transformation effects as American Werewolf.
I loved, was it Robert Picardo in that?
Yeah, in The Howling.
Piece of my mind. He pulls like a part of his brain out or something. And...
Turns out he was the source of the medical emergency. Sorry, could not resist.
Wow.
Robert Picardo, he's awesome, man.
Yeah. And he was a scary werewolf.
He was.
Yep.
He was also Meg Mucklebones in Legend, man. That was incredible.
Was he?
Yeah, man. He plays Meg Mucklebones in that movie. It's amazing.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Jonathan says Bad Moon deserves some love. Bad Moon. I don't know if I've seen Bad Moon. Have I seen
Bad Moon?
Good boy, a CCR.
It's not ringing any bells at all.
Bad Moon. I've probably seen it. I've seen so many, but
yeah.
Oh, Bad Moon. Oh, you know what? I think I have seen this. It came out in 1996. Yeah, I have seen that. Nicole. Hey, Nicole. Nicole McSalty says hello.
It's Nicole.
Dog Soldiers, anyone? Yep.
Yep.
I think we all agree that's definitely up there.
There was a Howling sequel set in Australia where they
like
had
7
marsupial werewolves.
Huh.
I think I stopped watching after 3. Or no,
Yeah,
actually,
I cannot recommend it.
Yeah.
I
Oh no,
used
no, I
to-
went further. Wasn't there a circus one too?
probably.
Yeah, I saw a circus one.
Was there like a howling in space?
Moon-based Alpha.
Howling Takes Manhattan.
A machete in
Yeah.
space.
Wasn't there an American Werewolf in Paris too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool theme song by Bush. Terrible movie.
Oh.
What about the Wolfen? No one's mentioning the Wolfen.
Oh, the Wolfen. You know what?
I remember the Wolfen. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
actually read
yeah.
the book.
That was a good one.
I read the book before I saw the film, and the book's actually really good. Film.
We just think about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. There was a Wolfen joke in it, like the first season, I think.
Deep cut, man. The Wolfen.
Yeah.
Nicole says someone was supposed to work on The Howling, but because of schedule or something, went to work on American Werewolf in London. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rich Baker.
Rick Baker, yeah. And he won the Oscar for it, I think.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
But it ended the friendship with Rob Bottin, who did the howling effects.
Rob Bottin also did The Thing, too, right? I think so. Wasn't it?
Might have. He came later. Hang on. Oh, I'll ask. Okay, Google, who did the special effects for The Thing?
That movie really messed
Rob
me up
Bottin.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The Thing? Oh, I love
Rob
that
Bottin,
movie.
yeah. Rob Bottin's a great special effects guy. All right. Jonathan says, Werewolf versus the House Dog. Is this actually a movie, Jonathan? Are we just throwing words out there?
Seeing what sticks.
Oh, okay. Actually, okay. He's saying that Bad Moon is werewolf versus house dog. The main character is a dog. All right, I'm back in.
Oh, there was a pretty good movie. Not good, but if you like horror movies, a bad movie can still be good.
Mm-hmm.
Love horror movies.
It's called Late Phases. It's about a blind vet who moves into a retirement community that's being stalked by a werewolf.
Nice.
And he's one of the few guys who actually understands, how screwed up things are. So this blind guy fighting a werewolf, think about it.
That's awesome.
It's actually not too bad. If you ever saw, there's a horror movie from years ago where poison rats, their bite turns people into were-rats, but in a zombie sense.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, and this guy and his military vet daughter are trying to survive the night in the apartment building.
Yeah.
And the lead actor from that, the dad from that movie is the lead actor in Late Phases.
Wow.
Just showing you guys how screwed up the way my brain works.
That sounds like a great movie.
Trick or Treat. Have you guys seen Trick or Treat?
Oh yeah.
It's got a pretty good werewolf storyline in there. I don't know if you guys remember.
What?
Yeah.
The one with the little jack-o'-lantern headed kid?
Yeah.
It's not ringing a bell.
It's got Sookie from True Blood. She's in it.
Oh yeah, they lure all the guys out to the field.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
There you go.
Well, with all the VHS movies and all those other horror anthologies, it's hard to keep track of which ones have the good bits.
Yeah.
At least it is for me.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm old.
That movie actually reminded me of Cockney versus Zombies.
Oh yeah, I started watching that.
I actually really enjoyed it because a lot of it takes place, if I recall, at an old age home. And there's a great scene.
You're right. There's at one point there's a guy who falls asleep in the patio, and the zombies approaching and they're trying to wake him without getting too much attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a great chase scene with this old guy in a walker and a zombie.
Yeah.
And they're going about the same speed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah, I remember that now. So, it was good.
I'm surprised no one mentioned the Wolfman.
I didn't hate that movie. I didn't hate it. I don't know.
You talking about the new one or the remake with Benicio?
Well, I was thinking.
I was talking about
original.
the Benicio one.
Benicio del Toro one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like that one too, actually.
Nobody said Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox.
Teen Wolf is great.
Teen Wolf.
The Teen Wolf cartoon was good too. I like that.
I like the cartoon. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Jonathan wants to know: does the Shaggy Dog count as a werewolf movie? Yeah, we're gonna say yes.
It's a were-dog movie.
Very. Oh, that's true. But aren't they all descendants of wolves?
I think that's being really unfair to
my
dogs.
6-pounder thinks she is, but you know. All right. Wow, guys, it's almost 20 to 10.
What the heck?
That went fast. Holy
Yeah, I'm
crap!
usually a
Let's
lot
do
faster
another.
than that.
Holy moly! Let's do another round table here. Let's check out Danny's here. Boom.
Nice.
We got some backgrounds going on. Oh, cool. Very nice.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of mess. Yeah.
It's great.
That's it.
That's it, Danny. I'm throwing $80 on. Oh, that's funny. Love it.
All this talk about werewolf movies makes me think that we should revisit that idea that I threw at you, Mike, about the 18-wheeler trucker Rougarou comic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I had a couple of ideas bounced around, yeah.
Yeah, anytime I have just a random thought of like the dumbest idea for a comic series, I almost always send it to Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, how do you feel about that?
I feel good.
He said whenever he has the dumbest ideas. He said,
Well, maybe he's
pretty much all of my ideas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's different.
I don't really have serious comic ideas. It's just like, hey, here's like 2 or 3 things that I put together in my head that don't really make sense at all. But yeah.
I came up with a comic idea that I thought was pretty cool, and then I saw a trailer for a video game, which is pretty much my comic idea. So I was like, God damn it! Oh well, maybe that game will never come out. Who knows?
That was kind of my fear with Rebel Girls, that I would put a bunch of time and money into it, and like right before it came out, there would be like a TV show doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that didn't happen.
It does happen sometimes, but yeah. That's
Exactly.
Ooh, whoa, there we go.
Mike's just out here showing crotch shots.
Yeah, look at that. Jeez.
Get that.
Slapping my camera around, wearing my bunny underwear, jumping Jimmy.
What's going on here, Mike?
Mike Rooth.
I just made it bigger for you, and you're
It's turning into a different kind of show there, guys. Sorry.
Get those bids going.
We only get to see the thigh.
That's all you want to see. Trust me.
We'll come back to Mike. All right, what's up, Richard?
Well, no crotch at the moment.
Nice.
I'm working here all this area. Gonna throw a lot more of like those ivy leaves blowing around in front of the duck.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I'm not gonna finish by 10. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No rush, and no rush in any of these things. Like.
Yeah, and if you want, we could take it offline, but we could figure out if we want to just put up a placeholder and then put, when it's done, we put up the finished one. We can figure that out.
Everyone's really busy. Like I was.
We got it till tomorrow or the next day is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think this would be the first time I haven't finished most of it by the
Yeah.
time I'm done. I'm usually pretty quick on this stuff, so I'm feeling pretty bad about that.
You're doing two characters too, though, pretty much. So.
Yeah.
Well, the wolf is almost landscape. It's pretty much. I mean, Hellboy's most of it. So
that's good, man.
Richard, give me a note. No, but the wolf still has a lot of work. Looks great.
Yeah, it's a lot of scribbling.
That line work is insane.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got here? Mr. McIntosh, you guys are killing it. I'm having a blast drawing along with you, masterminds.
Oh.
You should post your drawing. What are you drawing?
Yeah, man.
Post it in the chat so we could have a look. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Brandon actually just launched his shop. He set up a Big Cartel shop with his artwork and different things you can get from him. Madhouse illustrations at bigcartel.com.
It's called Madhouse?
Yeah, madhouseillustrations.bigcartel.com. I believe that's the name of the shop. Put a link in the comments there if you're listening, Brandon, and people can check out your shop. Yeah, he put together his website, and he's kind of just breaking into it. He does some pretty cool work. He's got a pinup in Dodge, which is right here. Actually, I'll show it again. I kind of showed it at the beginning, but we were just getting set up. He did this pinup for the newest issue of Dodge, which is pretty rad. Big crazy close-up shot of.
See this? Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw when you posted that. That's super cool.
So that's pretty rad.
I love it.
Yeah, good fun. Kill that piece.
I think this was back with the crotch talk, but Nicole wants to know if she needs to pull out some singles.
Yeah, I can't believe you all saw my bunny in there, man. That was not intentional. It's so hot in my apartment, and I'm trying to get the windows closed so you guys don't get murdered by all the Harley Davidsons driving by. So I'm steaming alive in here, which is why I'm in such attire. But was not planning for that to happen. But
he's trying to make it sound even sexier. He's like, it's so hot in here.
Oh, I don't think I'm making it sexier.
You're gonna make it rain, man.
No, senor, it's too sexy. It's too sexy.
It's so hot and sweaty.
Yeah, it's like I'm starting to get moist.
Oh, God.
Hi, it's Erica here. Do you think I have a problem with my husband drawing all night in his underpants?
Nice.
Every day, this poor lady endures my various underpants.
I have zero complaints.
It's gonna start
Dominic.
OnlyFans.
Dominic Chenier. Hey, looks fantastic, gentlemen. Thank you, Dom.
Dominic.
I watch tonight's show, but I'm glad you're tuning in, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dom did a piece for Dracula, and he also, in conjunction with Paul Lemenko, came up with a really cool logo for the Visions line. So yeah, he's really talented.
Is Dom on the Frankenstein book too?
No, just the logo part. So
okay.
So that piece, and that's going to continue throughout the line. So we're kind of reusing that in a way, and hopefully Dom will come back for the next one, which we're cooking up as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a really cool idea for that one, so we'll see.
Trauma?
Renee says, just curious, what do you prefer as a drawing surface? Those that aren't using tablets. You guys have a preference?
For a drawing surface, well, yeah. I mean, if I'm inking, I like something. Yeah, it's a good question. I like using illustration board. If I could do illustration board for everything, I would, but I can't print on illustration board, and sometimes I ink directly from Blue Line printed out. But I do love working on illustration board because you can do pretty much anything to it. But I think my favorite stuff to draw on is actually the Strathmore tan mixed media paper. It's not what I'm using right now. Right now, what I'm using is a Canson XL, which is what I've done every page of Dodge on. It's like a 90-pound watercolor. It's not quite 90 pounds. It's like a light watercolor, but it holds a lot of abuse. It holds a lot of color, and I like that one for most of my day-to-day work. But yeah, I like to typically go towards smooth surfaces that will take washes, so illustration board or hot press paper. For me,
Nice. Nice. Dominic says he's joining us from Pier 21 in Halifax.
Oh, cool, man.
As I have some Atlantic local produce as a nightcap.
Nice.
Gorgeous pieces. What do you mean, Dom?
Happy anniversary to you and Lady Ash out there in
Yes.
out in Halifax. It's a nice place to be for an anniversary for sure.
Becca. Becca says sup. Becca, we showed you your cover for Rebel Girls earlier. Awesome job on that.
Yeah, super good.
Crystal says hi to Erica. Hey. Erica says hi back. You didn't hear that? All right. Tim Duncan. Hey, gents. Hope you're doing well. $80 on Richard, just so Danny can't call me last minute Larry. Power up.
Oh, the feud continues between
Power
Danny
up.
and Tim.
I'm going to put 85 on it.
Oh.
And Becca says everyone's art is amazing.
Oh,
I agree.
thanks, Becca.
That's because she hasn't seen mine.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Great. Brandon. Is it Brandon McIntosh?
Yeah.
Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Yep.
Brandon. Brandon says, "Greetings, Erica, from me and Mary." I think we need to get Erica on the show.
We do.
You should do some crazy creature mashups.
Well, I know, man. I know. She's yeah. I'm pretty excited for Erica. She recently left her retail job and is doing the pure art freelance thing like me.
Awesome.
And we're gonna do some awesome stuff together, and I'm pretty excited about it. Once Dodge is finished, and we're gonna have a little bit of room to play around with some ideas and make some cool things, make some cool books. Yeah.
I still have that Widow's Wake teaser that you did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to play with that again. We were going over some of our ideas the other day, and it was like really nice we had quite a lot done. And then I just ended up getting really busy doing covers for Aftershock, and then just like everything kind of tumbled one after another. And the next thing you know, I was committed to doing Dodge. So the project kind of just sat on the shelf for a long time. But yeah, we still think about it all the time, and we had lots of stuff. Problem was there was so much good Viking stuff that came out. I didn't have the confidence that I was going to be able to do anything that really stood out or was really different or cool.
There's never enough cool Viking stuff.
Well, yeah, that's the conclusion I've come to as well. But yeah, it's at the time I felt kind of like I wasn't ready to compete with the really good stuff that was out there at the time. So
speaking of Viking stuff, did you see all the Vikings in Montreal?
Yeah, man, there's a huge love for Viking culture in Montreal, man.
Yeah, it's like this little Viking community.
Yeah.
It's super cool, though, but like they go full out with the full,
they were serious people, man. Serious Viking people.
Like,
yeah.
We're not seeing any cardboard shields or anything. No, we're seeing the real stuff.
Yeah.
Dominic says Erica would be a great guest, especially for the commentary alone. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, open invitation. Open invitation, Erica.
There you go, Erica.
They want
the
you.
creature.
They really want you.
Her creature mashed up.
Yeah.
those calendars, that
I
is
know, man.
everybody
I love
that
'em.
comes to my office is always talking about it.
Ah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, she's made like how many volumes now? 5 or 6 volumes of that. Like, there's a lot of material now. Enough to
897 dollars.
yeah. There's been a lot of drawings. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Every single original piece is except for like 1 or 2 that have been given away as gifts. All the originals are still like they're still in their original form. They're still collected in a book, and it's kind of amazing. So maybe one day there'll be a big Erica art sale because she's got just a ton of these drawings that have piled up over the years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I want to work with you guys on something. So.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Here
Yeah,
is
so many
Brandon.
people are in line for Mike. I mean, I got a Viking story I want him to draw.
Yeah, I got a Richard Viking story. Yeah.
have,
RB White has a thing he wants to work on with
Oh,
me.
really?
Oh yeah.
Here's
It's all Viking stuff.
Here's Brandon's awesome sketch, guys. Hold
Let's
on.
see. Let's see.
I'm gonna share it. Check this out. Oh, I screwed it up. There we go.
Too quick for me.
Oh,
There we
right
go.
on, man.
Oh, nice.
Holy shit, dude, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How big is that, man? Like 11 by 17 style? Or that's huge.
Don't know.
That's great. Nicely done, man.
Yeah, very cool.
You gonna ink that bad boy or what? That'd be awesome.
All right, guys. Final 9 minutes. 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
We all turn into werewolves.
What's your all favorite werewolf song?
Song.
Probably Africa by Toto.
Yeah.
That's my favorite werewolf song.
I still go for Werewolves in London.
Oh, Werewolves in London's great. Yeah, that's a hard one to beat. Yeah.
I was thinking of a vampire one. Never mind. What was off of the Bloodletting album? What is it called? Anyway, it's a vampire one. Doesn't count anyway.
I saw someone break down the lyrics to Africa by Toto, and as soon as you kind of separate the stanzas and apply the idea that it's about a werewolf, all the lyrics line up kind of perfectly. And it's
Seriously?
like, oh, this is a fucking song about werewolves. It's and someone broke it down, like just broke up.
Is it actually, or is someone just?
No, I'm sure it's not. But the way
Okay,
the song's actually about werewolves, and then he broke it down stanza by stanza. And if you have that kind of implication kind of in your head as you're reading the lyrics, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah,
yes, it is about
it
werewolves.
works. Dominic says "Man Eater" by Hall & Oates.
I don't
Well
like
done.
the movie Cat People.
All right. Ozzy Osbourne, "Bark at the Moon."
Yeah.
Pretty excellent for sure.
It's on my workout mix.
You know what my workout CD is? My workout playlist. It's just the Blue Oyster Cult Godzilla over and over again.
That's awesome.
No, it's not true.
Joker
But it is on
on
there. It is on there.
How about Duran Duran, "Hungry Like the Wolf"?
See, there you go.
Oh, there we go. I was joking around with my son saying I want to do a manga style comic, but it's a were kaiju.
Oh, nice.
Do it.
And and he turns into a different kaiju every time he transforms.
That's
Oh,
cool.
cool.
I had this idea for a comic book.
That's never been done. That's cool. Huh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, has this been done? He goes, I don't know.
I don't think
That's
so.
my idea for a manga thing.
I can't think of that.
Yeah. And of course, there'd have to be some girl dressed in schoolgirl outfit who's like always showing panties.
Of course.
But she's legal age. I mean,
Right. Yeah. It's manga. All right, so let's do a last check, last 5 minutes before we wrap it up. All right, so let's check out. All right, Mike, let's look at yours real quick.
All right.
Okay, and we'll talk about like what we're gonna do, I guess. So, so Mike, with yours, what you're gonna do for the auction is you're going to essentially have the winner add onto their or create okay.
If
Very
the
cool.
winner of this piece has already pledged on Dodge, they could just go just click manage your pledge and just add the winning amount to your existing pledge, just as additional support, if you choose. And I will I will include this with whatever your physical order of Dodge is, on the Kickstarter. Or if you're not,
on top of it, so you're giving
like if you want to pledge, this is a gift. Like this whole evening, like I'm so grateful for you guys hanging out with me, because this evening's very much a gift to the people who back Dodge. So like my plan is, if you've pledged just for a copy of the new issue, the print copy, and you want to add $200, or whatever this thing ends up selling for, $40 or whatever it is, if that ends up being added to you're just added to your existing pledge, or if you haven't pledged yet, pledge at the winning amount, and you'll just get this as a bonus with whatever you've also pledged on for the
awesome.
So
that's a win-win, man. That's awesome. So you get all the books and that and potentially other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. All right.
And this piece also will be when it's finished, will also be made into a mini print that's going to be collected with and included with every physical order that we ship out.
Oh, that's cool.
Back from the printer. Yeah.
We all get a piece.
Yeah.
Right on. So Thomas, is this for the Dodge Kickstarter? What are you doing this for exactly, or just for fun?
I'd love to put some pieces into the Kickstarter.
Yeah,
you just got to figure out how to do that.
Yeah,
I was thinking like, a couple of 10-inch size monster pieces.
Nice.
Oh, man, that'd be wicked. Yeah. Wow.
And this werewolf would be good too. Or I could even send you the file, Martin, and you could make a mask out of it, Halloween mask if you wanted.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, that's sweet, dude.
I did one with the Kurgan mask not that long ago.
Nice.
Kind of like that. Yeah. First time I worked with like hair. Oh, that was awful.
Working with hair, yeah.
Well, it was synthetic, right? Like it was like I think it was like
human hair.
No, it was like extensions or something, and I used that because like I don't know if you know the Kurgan from Highlander. He's got sort of those braids on the top of his thing, so it worked out. But just trying to get those glued on was a pain.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, that turned out awesome, man.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, I was happy. I was very happy with it. I kind of want to do the whole thing, but that's gonna take some time. Plus, my printer's on the fritz right now, so I gotta get that fixed up. But where can they find you, Thomas? And maybe they'll be interested in purchasing some of your other sculpts.
Oh, you guys got to see his stuff, man. It's awesome.
On curiositiesbythomas.com, you can go there. I have an Etsy store, Curiosities by Thomas, and you can find me on Instagram that way too.
Fantastic. And drop the link in the chat when you get a chance.
I shall.
Right on. All right. All right. Let's go over to Danny. Oh, right on, man.
Looking rad, dude. Yeah.
Thanks.
Very cool. Nice.
I like the tilt on the belt buckle too. It's good. Her costume's difficult. It's difficult to draw. I've discovered this the last few days of drawing. I'm like, God damn. I hate this guy who designed this thing. Oh wait, it was me.
Did you come up? Yeah, so you came up with the little symbol on the belt buckle?
Kinda, yeah. Like I kind of made some adaptations from Toby Cypress's work in the first, like in Retcon. And in his version, she always has like big red, like like kind of like Nike Air shoes, like big running shoes, like she's, but you don't get to see, you only get to see her feet in this one a couple times, and she's got boots on in mine. But
Tarantino's disappointed.
yeah.
Right on.
Fun character for sure.
And Danny, sorry, did you want the money to go directly to you, or how did you want to do this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on the Dodge Kickstarter. So
right on.
Awesome, man.
Beautiful. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay.
That's wicked, dude. Thank you.
And finally, Mr. Pace.
Hey, hi everybody.
What's that? Oh.
So great.
Hey, that's awesome, man. I love that.
Yeah, so there's all the stuff that's going
on. Oh,
hey.
Here.
Nice.
That's new.
Yeah. And yeah. Sorry, landscape camera can't get it all on there without getting way far away. Yeah, I'm going to add more leaves and stuff, and more bits of detritus and some of that Mignola brickwork back there.
Oh, man,
I was going to do some like parallel brickwork here, but I don't think it works. But adding the arc there actually ties everything a lot better. So
yeah.
Awesome.
I love the light on his knee. A little bit of light on the knee. It's just great when it's getting.
That looks fantastic.
Yeah, I love that little turn shadow there on the wrapping over the top of the quads there. That's man. That little stuff is just so exciting to see it come together, especially at this stage. Like it's just, oh man, so great.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Mike's trying to woo us with his anatomy knowledge.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Light.
Love the way you got the light bouncing off the occipital external protuberance there, man. Really crushed that bump on the head. So good.
Okay, doctor.
Quad flexor. Awesome, man. All right, so we've hit the magic hour. Thank you guys for once again, showing off your talents on this show. Go check out Dodge, ladies and gentlemen. You won't be disappointed. Excellent art, excellent story. Check it out.
Thank you.
What else?
I missed Mike showing off his extra talents.
That's for Sketchlemania After Dark.
That's right.
All right, folks. So have a look. We'll start the auction tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon. It'll be at the Sketchlemania Facebook page, and I'll ask if you're at all interested in the upcoming Frankenstein Visions. Head over to Slam Press Tomes Facebook page, and then right at the top, have a look. There's a sign up sheet where we're going to be doing some. Actually, we're going to be doing some giveaways, and we're going to be showing off some of the art before we even release the Kickstarter. So have a look at that. And that's it, folks. Thank you, everyone. Danny, Thomas, Mike, Richard. Cheers, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
All right.